Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for Saturday afternoon football. And I've got to say, it's good to be back here in Geelong. With me in the box is Richmond Titan Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. How I've been looking forward to this game all week.
The Bulldogs run on. Umpire tosses the coin. The Bulldogs kicking to the right of screen, just waiting for the opening siren now. Here's the opening bounce. I play in the over 60s football league. We don't have ball ups. The ump just puts the ball on the ground and whoever can bend down and pick it up gets the first possession. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Testing shot outside the 50. Hamilton gets the ball. Collins just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. The spilled ball is collected. He receives the handball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Adams claims the ball. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Slams it on the boot. English claims it.
English has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Junker really blew that one. That's 50 metres. Cloak has a kick.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Durden is able to grab it on the half volley. Collins looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. The umpire very protective about this area around the kicker, and it's going to be 50. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Cramerick lines it up. Chalk up a goal for the Bulldogs. Cramerick sinking his first goal. Well, they've stemmed the flow with that goal, but they need to carry that momentum on if they're going to avoid the floodgates bursting. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Collins comes away with the ball. Handballs. Sends the ball to open space. That play was as high-tech as a campfire. And the mark will be paid. Sends the Sharon on its way. The spilled ball is collected. Wins the hard ball. Opportunity for Ahern. The ball is slammed towards goal by Ahern. Chalk up a goal for Werribee. Just when they needed it most. Werribee sink their first. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Nice bounce. Tap to advantage. Able to grab it on the half volley. Gets boot to leather. Collins gains possession. Passed by Pruden. Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Kicked by Wagner. Nice mark there. Good drop punt by Lynch. Marked by Williams. Boots it. English, the better man there. Gets boot to high. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Nice contested mark by Crameri. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 45 metres out. Chalk up a goal for the Bulldogs. That puts them back in contention. 2 goals up for the Bulldogs. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Pruden finds his man on the move. A lot of possessions for him. And he's missed. The Bulldogs with the advantage as they lead Werribee 19-6. Takes it well. Junker pumping it long. Takes that one strongly.
Durden, he's the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Strong mark there. Williams puts his boot on it. He takes a strong mark. Puts boot to ball. English, just the better man in that contest.
Puts boot to ball. Webb marks. Lining up the goal now. Distance could be the problem. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. Great mark. Too far out to score, surely. Shot by Cloak. That ball's travelling. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. And that puts them further in front. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce laser straight. Gains possession. Squeezes out a handball. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. The ball mopped up. Approaching the goals now. Takes that one strongly. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Ramsey going for number 1. Nice work from Ramsey. Werribee are on the ropes right now. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. They've conceded possession. Collins onto the ball. He gets another possession. Junker throws it clear as day. No doubting that he came across the mark. That'll be 50. Going for goal number 1. Now that miss could prove costly. The Bulldogs beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 26-12. Nice work from Durden. Heads up the corridor. Takes that one strongly.
Footscray Bulldogs haven't taken many inside 50 forward marks, and their ability to nail goals on the run is what's keeping them in front of Werribee. He boots it. He gets the upper hand. He steadies now in front of goal.
Green going for number 1. The kick just clears the line for a goal. The Bulldogs by 20 points. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. He's got the footy in his hands. He gathers the loose ball. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Pointless attempt by Collins. A lot of possessions for him. Score for the Tigers. That's his second. He's got a habit of pulling it out when it matters most. What did I just say? Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. With the ball now. He gets a kick out of the pack. Taken by Simpkin. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
It's an absolute gimme from this angle.
50 metres from home. You'd back him from this position. 1 quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores are the Bulldogs 32, the Tigers 18.
Footscray have to perform at a consistently higher level than others. That's the mark of a true professional. So they need to string together 4 quarters now.
The scores were very high in that term. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 22 and 21. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close, locked horns in the tackle contests, 6-1.
Cheers, Richo. And here's the start of the second term.
Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement.
Durden laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Bounces favourably for Simpkin. He runs into the goal. He picked it up off the ground. A clean pickup. Heads up the corridor. English, the better man there. Kicks it. A mark by Pruden.
The Footscray Bulldogs' big men are not pulling down many marks inside the 50, with most of the Footscray Bulldogs' scoring opportunities coming from shots on the run. Lining it up with the goal now. Puts boot to ball. It's a mark. He lines it up with the goal.
Going for goal number 1. It's going. That's 2 in a row for Werribee. The Tigers trailing by less than 2 goals. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. English controls, gives it to the running man. Squeezes out a handball, gets a handball away. Maynard gets the interception on the bounce. Going for goal number 3. It's gone through for a magnificent behind. The Bulldogs leads by 9. Looks like he'll go out wide. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Too close to the kicker. That's going to be 50. Perfect kick. Cloak playing well. That's his 3rd. Well, they nailed that badly needed goal. Can they shift momentum back in their favour?
Cloak needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
Pruden hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. The Bulldogs in front. He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. Junker catches. Sends it on its way. Good mark by Williams. Handballs. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Sends it on its way. Picked up the ball. Smith picks it up. Trims the grass with that one. Young enjoying a height advantage. A rushed kick. Hands like dinner plates. Picture perfect drop punt. The loose ball picked up by Simpkin. Dances around the boundary line. Adams lays it off by hand. Collins sends one up towards the wing. Caught. Chip kick along the wing. Caught. Gets boot to high. Cloak racking up the possessions.
Advantage.
Redpath onto the ball. We're going for number 1. It shaved the post just so close. The Bulldogs lead the Tigers 41-24. He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. Clark looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Werribee just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. English with the ball. He boots it. It's a mark, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal.
Gets boot to leather. Cloak has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Cloak feeds it wide. The mark is taken by English. Webb offers him a lead. Caught. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Nice drop punt. Hands like dinner plates. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. You could see that happening right after it left his boot. The Bulldogs leading, 3 goals the difference. Looks like he'll go out wide. The mark is taken by Durden. A lovely drop punt. Nice contested mark by Cruden. Choose to kick it. Williams was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. 30 metres from home. Cramerick getting accustomed to kicking goals. The Bulldogs leads by 19. Teammates scrambling to make a lead. Hands like dinner plates.
Durden needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. He kicks it long. Langdon claims the ball.
Get some power behind that one. A solid mark from Ramsey. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
An elite footballer should slot this every time, Dennis.
This will certainly test him from this distance. Werribee has still a chance, given that this season we've seen teams blow more leads than Inspector Clouseau. Nice mark there. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. Suckling kicking the skin off that one. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Sends it on its way. Cruden wins the marking contest.
Cruden, he's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He slams that on the boot, just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Oh, the kick's going astray there. Junker kicks the ball.
He gathers the loose ball. He's running hot, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
Hand passed by Adams. Squeezes out a handball. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. He plays on. You've seen a half now, Richo. Your thoughts?
The important thing is to keep your noses in front, but I get the feeling Footscray may be fighting to stay there in the second half.
Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage.
Insightful, Richo. It's half time and both teams will be deep in discussion at the moment. Well, the players have had a good rest and they look refreshed, ready for the third term.
They struggled throughout the first half, but there's still a half a game to go.
Grabs the footy and he's heading for home. Simpkin marks. Richo, what are his chances from here?
He shouldn't have too much trouble from this angle.
Going for goal number 2. The Tigers add 1 to their tally. The Tigers are on the ropes right now.
He's shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Great bounce. Is in his possession. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt.
Footscray has just been so dominant in the marking contests, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Puts boot to ball. He gets it under pressure. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up.
Goes towards half forward. Gets spoiled. Nicely intercepted by Clark. Solid catch. Gets boot to leather. Nice mark there. Booted by Junker. Nice mark there. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Kicked at goal by Ahern. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? That's 2 in a row for Werribee. 2 goals would change the lead in favour of the Tigers.
Werribee have just been poor at reading the ball off the packs. They need to get back to basics and try and generate some forward run and carry.
There's one for the time capsule. Here we go. With the ball now, sends the Sharon on its way. Smith couldn't hang on to that one. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. The scores are all tied up. We've got deadlock.
Really wears his heart on his sleeve.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Clean tap out of the ruck. Mountford comes away with the ball. Great mark over the pack. Here's a chance for Ahern. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres out. That's 4 in a row for Werribee. The Tigers by 6 points. I've got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Wagner with the football, choose to kick it. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. And the ball crosses over the boundary. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Ahern looking to add another. What a match he's having. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. The Tigers with a 2-goal margin at the moment. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. The bouncing ball is controlled. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
It's clear that Werribee have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. He kicks badly and it won't make its target. Smith with the ball, puts boot to ball. Kept his composure then.
He chooses to play on. Chips it down towards half forward. Dale gets the mark without contest. Handballs. Williams hammers the ball for goal. You could see that happening right after it left his boot. Would you believe it? Another point. The Bulldogs trailing by less than 2 goals. Need someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Junker was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Gets boot to high. Williams, the better man there. Send the top in, big fella. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Wagner is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Good mark. He slams that on the boot. It's a mark.
Kicks it across the ground. Strong mark by Cloak. Shot at goal by Cloak. Perfect kick. 4 goals and he's got it on a string. A much needed goal for the Bulldogs. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
Most players at this level shouldn't have any trouble with this conversion.
40 metres from home. He holds his breath. He kicked that one like my wife would. Out of bounds it goes. Adams kicking the skin off that one. Nice mark there. Kicks it. Pruden will be upset with that. Junker picks it up. He has shanked that kick. Caught by Smith. Jams it on the boot now. Hands like dinner plates.
Lynch is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He boots it. Good mark. He gets boot to the ball. He wins the contested mark. Williams boots it. He claims the ball.
Dale getting into position for the kick. Boots it. And the mark will be paid. He chooses to play on. Solid catch. Kick by Williams. Marked by Maynard. Thumps the pigskin. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Cuts towards the middle. Marks. Jams it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. He surely won't miss from this distance. Ramsey takes control of the ball. I see it, but I don't believe it. Werribee players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Able to grab it on the half volley. Clark collects it. Doesn't cover much ground with that kick. The contest, no match for him. Kicks. A good third quarter. What do you think, Richo?
If Werribee can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if Footscray Bulldogs contend to make any inroads to this deficit.
As we go into the final break, the scores are Werribee 61, the Bulldogs 50. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
The scores were very high in that third term. Here's Richo with his stats.
Well, the scoreboard says they're winning, but you wouldn't have thought so looking at those stats.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
Push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final siren sounds.
His kick slurs off the side of his boot. Goes for distance. A great effort. Goes for distance. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Sends the ball into the 50. Strong mark. Boots it. A great effort. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. It's a shocking kick. The ball goes out of bounds. Umpire calls for a boundary throw. The Rucks are going at it. Has it now. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Nice work from Wagner.
The Tigers have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Ramsey kicks it. He gathers the ball. Ramsey shoots for goal. He lays off the pass. Smith gets cleaned up.
It's gone through for a magnificent behind. Werribee by 2 goals. Adams will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Durden takes advantage. Gets boot to leather. Marked by Simpkin. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up, 40 metres out. Simpkin shoots for goal. You wouldn't believe it, it shaved the goalpost. Werribee in front. Might have to kick it to himself. Durden takes advantage, slams it on the boot. Langdon collects, going for goal number 1. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The Tigers with a handy break, leading the Bulldogs 64-50. Adams waiting for the man to free up. Gets the loose ball. He scoops the ball off the ground. Prudent there to mop it up. Durden gains possession. Ramsey has had plenty of it, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Yet another possession. The Tigers by 20 points.
Ramsey has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Big leap. Langdon comes away with the ball. English with the pass. He asks for it back. Gets a handball away. Cloak on the ball at the moment. Going for goal number 5. Look at that. He's put it through. Big goal for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will be worrying now. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good bounce. Durden gets it on the bounce. Sends the Sharon on its way. Ramsey with the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. A pretty safe bet from this position. Going for goal number 3. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He's missed. Was that a brave attempt or a stupid attempt, Richard?
He needs to think more about it when in front of goals. Adams is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. It's a mark, lining it up with the goal now. He holds onto it too long and it'll be a free. Collins kicks the ball. He grabs it.
Sends it on its way. Gathered by Clark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Off the side of the boot. Terrible kick. Ramsey sticks out his hands and collects the ball. It's like he has the ball on a string. Werribee by 16. Adams to bring it in. He picks up the loose ball, gets the ball out of heavy traffic, marks. Puts boot to ball. Williams claims it. Kicks it. A good mark under the circumstances. Dale kicks it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. So close, but just misses. The Bulldogs are on the ropes right now. He's looking for options now. Durden catches it.
The Tigers have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Footscray need to stop trying to outmark Werribee and just get a fist into the contest. He kicks the ball. Plenty of space for a very easy mark.
Play on is the order from the ump. Nice hands. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. Over the top of the pack. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Ahern with a straight line to goal. And looking to add another. He holds his breath. Werribee lead the Bulldogs by 21. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Knocks it down in front. He's got the football now. That play was as high-tech as a campfire. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. He decides to play on. He's been captured with the ball, and it's going to be holding it. I would have bet my mortgage against that result a little bit earlier, but I guess that shows I may join the ranks of the homeless. Happy to do so. Terrific game. Richo, what did you make of the final result?
Footscray Bulldogs have let what they cannot do interfere with what they can do, and the results speak for themselves.
At the end of the game, the Tigers over the Bulldogs 78-57. Well, that's it. I'll let Richo say the goodbyes.
It was great being here, Dennis. I can't wait for the next match.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.